everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video, and in this one we'll be rating Bristol City's midfielders for the 21-22 season. We've already done goalkeepers, we've already done defenders, you can check them out on my channel, they're already there. Now we'll be doing midfielders, and there are 8 to rank in this video. And before I get into the first one, please make sure to hit a like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Untitled YouTube channel if you're new around here. Also, if you want to see more Bristol City content. Also, comment down below your ratings for the 8 midfielders I'm going to list right now after I give mine. So, the first one is Noah Messengo. And now, this has got to be a bit of an intro. This is going to be a bit of a weird one because Messengo is obviously probably going to be off in this summer. He's been heavily linked to the move to Nice. So it seems more than likely that he'll be leaving the summer. Nice, Watford, Freiburg, all interested. Will he leave? I don't know. And I don't think he's had a great season, but I don't think he's had a shocking one either. He's put in a couple of good performances. I remember Preston away. Our fans and even Preston fans were raving about him. Sheffield United at home, and especially in the second half, he came to life. He was brilliant. So overall, I give Noah Messengo a 6 out of 10, which is not the worst. It's higher than some other high-profile players I've already mentioned in my defenders and goalkeepers list. So Noah Messengo gets a 6 from me. Next up is Kasey Palmer. Now, Kasey Palmer is, again, It looks like he's going to be off. It's more than likely he's going to be off. And a lot of that is not down to his ability. It's just down to his attitude, I think. His performances on the pitch have not actually been horrendous. I remember him coming at home to Fulham really make a difference. He scored the goal as well. And he's not been bad, but it's just attitude problems have let him down from his personal point of view. And he's probably going to be off in the summer. He's going to be shipped out because of that. And overall, I give him a 3. It's just been a bit of a disappointment for Kasey Palmer. He's not played that many games, and that's probably because of the attitude. Onto a better story now is Alex Scott. Obviously, Alex Scott, we signed him in from Guernsey last season. Played a few towards the back end last season. But this season, he's really kicked on, and he has been brilliant. He has scored goals, made assists, been a creative spark in the team, and he's been outstanding. And he's going to be a very good asset. Spurs are looking after him. Hopefully we don't sell him. But Alex Scott has been brilliant, and I fully expect him to play in the Premier League sooner rather than later, so I'll give him an A. He's been brilliant this season. Andy King is next, and obviously we signed him on a free transfer from Leicester. Not from Leicester, from a team in Belgium, I think. He was at Leicester. He won the Premier League at Leicester. We signed him on a free transfer this year, 32 I think when he signed him. We're in contractual negotiations with him at the moment because his contract is running out. We only signed him on a 1-year deal. I don't know if King is going to sign because Close has already signed, and maybe that's a sign that King might not sign. I don't know. He's a City fan. Would I like him to sign? Well, he's had a mixed bag of a season. He went off against Cardiff at home, if I remember, and in games, he's been decent. I remember getting away an assist away Fulham. So overall, he's not had a terrible season. He's put in some shocking performances against QPR at home, where he got sent off, and that's cost us the game pretty much. So overall, I'll give him a 5. Really, I think he's been better than Palmer just because of the fact that Palmer's not played that much, and also slightly worse than Messengo. So I put him somewhere in the middle there. Next up is Callum O'Dowda, and look, Callum O'Dowda is honestly so bad, and thankfully we've released him. Look, he's had his moments in a City shirt, but those moments have been few and far between. Norwich at home, where that was Callum O'Dowda at his best. Just other games though, he's been caught defensively. That's not really his fault because he's not a wing back. But he's been made to play that position because we can't really play him in a number 10 position or the front 2 because he's not a striker. He can play number 10, but we've got Andy Weimann there. So it's kind of been a no-win-win it's been a lose-lose situation for both, because he's got the quality in my opinion, but he's just not showed that at City this season. And overall, I think it's a 4 from me. Matty James next. Now, Matty James has been solid for us this season. Unluckily, he did miss a large part of the season through injury, I think from November onwards. He missed the last part of the season. And when he has played, he's been decent. It's one thing that I don't like about him is his set-piece delivery. Some of his set pieces are genuinely dreadful. And Sheffield United at home, I remember every single set piece we had, it was just Matty James on it, and I went, no, this is not going to work, is it? He's just going to hit the first man, or he's going to just lob it over. It's not going to work. But in other areas, he has been good. He's a ball circulator, and he's done that this season, and he's played well in the midfield three, with either Alex Scott and Noah Messengo, whoever it is. I think he's done well in that kind of region. So overall, I'd give Matty James a 6. I just realised there's actually 9 midfielders, so you're going to have to bear with me here. Next up is Joe Williams, and Joe Williams has had a mixed bag as well. It's a bit like Noah Messengo, really, and it's similar, because Williams has had a season where when he's played, he's showed his quality, but he's not played enough. He's only made 22 appearances for City, and I remember against Middlesbrough at home where he played in a sweeper position and he was really good and we won that game. So he's showed his quality when he's on the pitch, but again, it's this constant thing with Joe Williams. He's not been on the pitch good many times for City, and that's one of the reasons you can't really rate him too highly. Overall, I'll probably give him a 6 out of 10 if I'm being brutally honest. Maybe it could be a 6.5 because he's been unlucky with injuries, but it's a constant recurring theme. This can't keep happening. Next up is Tyrik Bakkenzen, and Tyrik Bakkenzen, honestly, such a weird player. On his day, is ridiculously good in this at championship level, and according to Nigel Pearson, his attitude stinks. So don't know how I can rate him any higher than a 3, to be brutally honest with you. Remember scoring that goal against, who was it? Stoke at home, where we won 1-0. 2 goals late end of 2021, where it was Sheffield Wednesday away and Wickham away, where he scored 2 fabulous goals. I can't really rate him higher than a 3. He's been on loan at Ipswich, second half of the season. But he's not put up trees there either, so I can't give him any higher than a 3, to be brutally honest with you. Next up is Amon Ben Roos, who I didn't realise was on the list because I took my thing off SofaScore and they didn't have Amon Ben Roos on the list, and I went, doesn't Amon Ben Roos play for Bristol City? He does, doesn't he? So, here we go. Amon Ben Roos, and look, he's obviously sustained an ACL injury, which is going to put him back in his progression and development, which is really gutting because he is a top player. And obviously Algerian, English, I don't know, but more importantly, he's from Westbury Park, so I love him. And I think he's a great player. I think he's a great player, and I think once he starts getting more minutes when he's back from injury, he's going to be a top player at championship level. And I just sincerely hope he's back from injury as soon as possible. Unfortunately for Amon Ben Roos, he's sustained an injury, which is going to keep him out for a long time. So overall, I'd give Amon Ben Roos a 7.5, if I'm being honest with you. Right. That is all the players I have to rank, unless I've missed someone out again. Hopefully not. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit like, as always. Subscribe to the Edge of YouTube channel for free, always. And yeah, for Bristol City content and for just general chit chat about football. Comment down below your 9 players here for the Bristol City midfield. Rate them for me, and I'm sure happy to have a discussion. Until next time, guys, keep safe, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.